Hi, folks. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Martin Danahay. Welcome to English 4P37. I'm going to be recording short messages like this every Monday morning. They're completely raw and unedited because I don't like the way I sound when I listen to recordings of myself. Last semester, I suggested for some people who were in another class of mine and registered for this one that maybe we should conduct the entire class through video. They all had complete meltdowns, threatened to drop the course if I did that. So I'm not going to make you do any video recordings. I'll do one because I'm the one that's getting paid to do this, even though I find it rather excruciating. Anyway, this week I've got you reading stuff about the city. First of all, we've got Marx and Engels, the well-known comedy duo from the 19th century, well, at least Engels. And of course, no, they weren't a comedy duo. Friedrich Engels was an industrialist at this point, and he traveled to London and from London to Manchester because he was interested in the effect of industrialization on England. England was the most advanced industrialized country at that point. So particularly Manchester, that was what he really came to look at, was Manchester, which was a shock to everybody because it was getting so big and there were all these factories and nobody had ever seen anything like it. London was also growing. London grew tremendously throughout the 19th century. London isn't so much an industrial city as a port and financial city. Well, there were factories, but Manchester and Birmingham and places like that where industrialization was really, really having an impact. So what I've given you is just Engels' perceptions of London, which are not great. He was very aware of horrendous living conditions for what he refers as the working classes, which would be anybody low income in this period. The next reading from Victoria Babylon talks about the effect of railways on London. The creation of railways is one thing that enabled London to start growing exponentially. So what were little villages on the outskirts of a fairly contained city were linked to the city, and you could live outside the city and commute in. And of course, that's familiar to us now because we've got highways, which really added to that too. But this is the first time that a mass public transport system could let you live outside London in a nice suburban home and commute in. And we'll see the effect of this on things like some of the Sherlock Holmes stories and stuff like that. The other one, the one on experiencing cities, is just more about how industrialization affected both cities and families. The move from an agrarian and family-based system to factories, large groups of people working together in one place, which is what industrialization created. The last one is my favorite, and I just realized it's kind of hard to read, so I may see if I can do a new scan this week. It's David Harvey on money, time, space, and the city. Harvey is a sort of post-Marxist theorist, and what he's talking about is how money shapes how the city is configured. And next time you're in Toronto and you see all those cranes putting up condos and what have you, that's money and capital at work shaping the city. And it shapes it in ways that we have to react to, but we have no control over. And one big problem beginning with the 19th century is how to control the flow of people within the city. So in the early 19th century, in something like Quincy, which we'll see next week, you get the first descriptions of what we would call traffic jams, and they called traffic locks, as more and more people moved into London from outside the city. So those are the readings. Like I say, I'll do one of these each week. They'll be very short. They're not TED Talks. They're just me narrowing away a little bit. Also, I asked you to say 3 things about yourself, so I suppose I should do the same. So let's see, I play squash and tennis very badly because it's the only way I get exercise because I need to be chasing a ball. I find just running incredibly boring. I'm a Chelsea fan, There may be people in this class who follow the English Premier League like I do. If you're not a Chelsea fan, I will do my best to deprogram you and cure you of your terrible affliction. Because anybody who knows anything knows that Chelsea is the only team you should support. Finally, I'm very proud of the fact that I have 3 passports, because I have 3 citizenships, which makes me feel like an international spy, since I can do what they do in those movies. I see, a spy will open a drawer and there'll be like several different passports to choose from. They all have different identities. Mine all have me on them, but still, it's cool. Anyway, that's it for this week. I look forward to reading your introductions and to what you have to say about the readings. That's it for now.